Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy, and I don't know if you noticed, but the sun is mega shining and it's kind of making everything a bit of a funny colour in here. Even my t-shirt looks grey. So I'm hoping that the yarn that I've got to show you is going to show up in the colours that it's meant to. And I've just realised that I've hidden my neck light as well. So I've been to Aldi. Aldi had a crafty kind of event on. They had some sewing machines. They had one that was a mini or a midi sewing machine. It was about £35, and then they had one that was about £100 roughly. And so I thought, well, perhaps they've got some yarn. I was a little shocked actually when I got in there. They did have some yarn, and I bought a planter. See this? It's to go out the front, and I'm going to put a big plant in it. So I filled up this planter with yarn because I just somewhere to put it. That's what it's doing in here. I've unloaded it. So I filled that up with yarn, didn't think too much of it, got to the checkout, and I thought at the time, well, that was expensive. I don't understand it. Well, it turns out that each ball of yarn that I purchased was £4.99, £5, all but a penny for every single ball. And I think if I'd have known before I put it in there that it was going to be that much, then I wouldn't have bought it, to be honest with you, because although it's recycled yarn and good for the environment, it's actually called Eco-Conscious Living Chunky Yarn, this one, and it feels really nice. I have to say, it does feel pretty nice yarn. And this one is green. They're not small, these balls, they're 200 grams, so that's kind of in its favour. But normally when Aldi have a yarn event on, and you can buy a pretty decent pack of yarn for around that kind of price, well, you've got one ball of recycled chunky yarn. It's a bulky 5, a chunky, and one ball is £4.99, which I don't think is that cheap, to be honest with you. It's still so crafty, but it actually does have an Aldi logo on it now. So they've changed the yarn bands a little. I don't believe there's a pattern on the reverse side. It doesn't say so anymore. But this is just called Eco-Conscious Living Chunky Yarn Green. Now, where's that neckline? There it is. See if I can get it without causing a landslide of yarn. Okay. Let's see what the band says. Hard to read, brown yarn band, black writing. Never really works very well for me. Plus, I'm not familiar with where to find it. So, chunky, bulky 5, 100% polyester. 200 grams is 198 meters approximately. So at least they have that on there. Now, it does feel really nice and soft, but it's got that kind of soft, but definitely not like, okay, this is really mega soft. This is incredibly, you touch it this way and it feels so soft. Now, I have to say, when it comes to yarn like that, I don't mind paying a little bit of a premium. But when it comes to yarn that's supermarket yarn, and all right, it's recycled, I just feel it's overpriced. I know it is recycled. I sell recycled yarns myself in my shop, Hobby Rocks, which is, if you haven't found it yet, in the description box, www.hobbyrocks.co.uk. Now, I have recycled chainy cotton from Retwist, and I have recycled yarn by King Cole, which is an Aran yarn, and I have recycled t-shirt yarn. I will be doing others. But I don't feel like they're overpriced, but I do somehow feel that this is. Having said that, and it's not usually attracted to green, but something about this yarn really kind of drew me to it, and I got all that they had. So that I've got 1, 2. I'm going to put them back in my planter. Well, they're green, you never know, something might grow. I got 4 of this green, and it has got a bit of a fluff to it, like a bit of a nap. Can you see it there? So it's kind of, but it is polyester. It's not got any wool or anything like that in it, so shouldn't be any kind of allergens for me. But I was a bit shocked, I have to say. Eco-conscious living, but at a price, I have to say. So then they had a couple of other colours. They had this one, which is called Dusky. I like this colour. They only had one. And they also had, well, I think this is a very pale blue, but it's called grey. And I got 1 each of those. It does feel nice. And I'm glad it's a 200 gram ball, not the usual like 100, but still, I found it a bit on the expensive side. Now, in my shop, I've been doing mystery boxes for Poundland and mystery boxes for Aldi yarns, because people around the world really like them. But I can't imagine putting any of this in, because, you know, it's just more expensive than the usuals. But they had some cotton. Again, it's eco-conscious living, mango double knitting, recycled cotton yarn. And this one is mango. Let's see what it says on the band. 200 grams again, 510 meters, 95% cotton and 5% mixed fiber. So that's mango. Now, it has that cottony kind of, you know, resistance that you can feel, but it's not rough. It's a pretty typical, I would say, cotton yarn. And I got 2 in the mango. And then I got this colour, which is pretty much neutral, isn't it? It's cream. And this was the one they had the most of. And I was going to make a blind. And I thought at the time that the cotton yarn I had, I didn't really have enough of it. But this one I would definitely have enough of, because these are, as I said, 200 grams. This is the cream, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. It's not often you find cotton yarn in a 200 gram ball, and it's recycled, so it is good for the environment, I guess. But eco-conscious living, I'm not sure that this is a brand that I will kind of buy again. I wanted to bring it to you, show it to you. And then, oh, hang on, I have 2 of these, which are called Coral, not to be confused with mango. But I like this colour. This is called Coral. It's pretty colour. It feels okay. I wouldn't say it's rough. It's good. It's pretty durable. It's going to be good for any projects. But yeah, I suppose, you know, I was a bit taken back at the checkout, I think, because I'm used to Aldi being inexpensive yarns, and I know it's not massively expensive for a 200 gram ball of cotton yarn. It's not really that expensive, but I think it threw me that each ball was £5. That's what kind of threw me about it. And I remember kind of getting into the car thinking, whoa, I wouldn't have bought all those if I'd have known. Because I only really popped in to get some veggies. and I loaded my car up with 2 outside lights, a planter, a swing ball for the kids to play on, and this. So we ended up spending way more than we bargained for. But yeah, the prices of everything has gone up in the shop, so that could be another factor really with the yarn. Every single thing that has gone up now, from Gary's buying his wood to, you know, everything you buy in the shops normally. I've noticed that I used to be able to get 3 big bags of shopping in Aldi for about £30-40, where you definitely wouldn't now. So anyway, that's my little Aldi yarn haul. I'm not sure at the moment whether I feel kind of like I paid way too much, or whether I'm talking myself into the fact that they're 200 gram balls, they're recycled yarn, and you don't really get 200 gram balls of cotton yarn for $4.99, do you? But whether you do the chunky yarn though, I'm not sure. What do you think? Can you let me know what you think? Did you think it was a good price, or do you think it was a bit overpriced? I didn't get much else in there. They didn't really have a great deal of crafty stuff in. Only I had a couple of sewing machines, and that was it really. Anyway, let me know what you think. Yay or nay, good price or rip off. So thanks for watching. Stay safe everyone, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.